Is this thing on?
Welcome in, come take a seat. Big ideas and messy dreams on repeat.
Come along and take a look. Welcome to the world of Cheyenne Brook. Another day, another dollar. Or that's what employed people say. I don't have a job right now, but that is what it is. I hope no one's in here. Just smile. I don't think anyone's in here. Today is going to be so productive. We are going to get work done, be a great business owner. It's going to be beautiful. Oh my, this bag is heavy. Oh my gosh. Move. The chair too. Hello. Good morning. My name is Cheyenne. Your name? Beautiful. We love you. All right. I don't even sit here and lie. I'm so nervous. I literally felt so weird about this outfit. But you know what? I've got to start dressing how I want to be addressed. I got to stop dressing like I'm 12 and, really start putting on some clothes. It's been a hard week and I really wanted to give up on making content for like the rest of the month. And then I remembered, no, I have fun. So I have to. I'm here for a purpose and something is causing me burnout. So instead of running away from it all, dropping everything on my plate, figure out what's burning me the most. If the green beans is burning me more than the sweet potato, why am I gonna throw the sweet potato and the green beans out? Listen, I'm being more so hypothetical. If I had a plate with green beans and sweet potatoes on it, both are getting eaten. So I'm eating the whole plate. Wait, what's today? The 10th? Oh my gosh, 6 more days till my birthday. Wait, I know you're gonna be like, that's not my birthday. That has nothing to do with me. So why are you telling me that? And I get it, I really do. I can be a little, 6 days from now, I will be turning 25 years old. 25, 25. Excuse me, what do you mean in 6 days, I've experienced a quarter of a life? No. Like if lives went to 100 years, a quarter. What? I'm no better than a quarter. Are you kidding me? Would have never guessed I'd make it here. And now that I'm here, I have a tip to share with you today. Why? Because this is what people do as they get older. They start sharing wisdom and knowledge and stuff like that. The tip I have to share with you is when you are just starting out with a new skill, a new hobby, a new career, do not spend a whole bunch of money getting all this high-tech stuff, getting all the materials you think you need, all the proper, expensive supplies. I know you've heard this advice before, but I'm sharing it because I'm literally experiencing it now. Listen, don't do it. That's like the tip I have to give for the day. Don't do it. If you are currently on that path, don't do it. Take whatever you're about to buy in your Amazon cart. Yeah, clocked you. Throw it away. Delete it. Like, you don't need it right now. You want to know why? Because as soon as you order all that high-tech stuff that you spent all this nice money that you worked really hard for, as soon as you get it, you're going to feel so anxious, so nervous, so fearful to use it. You're not going to use it at all. You're literally not. You're going to be like scared and petrified and paralyzed. Unless you're like a super genius or something. And if you feel like you are, this doesn't apply to you. But if you're like myself, don't do it. Instead, find the cheaper versions of the supplies that you want to get. Let me give you an example. Content creation. I've always wanted to do content creation. When I was 18 years old, I started doing content creation and I did it in the basement. So that was like during quarantine. I did it in the basement of my mom's house. And I had a phone, thank God, an iPhone. Pretty good one too, so I was blessed. But I purchased like tripods, I purchased lighting rings. I used to watch all these videos of all the stuff that you needed to buy. And I ended up getting it. And I had no idea what I was doing with any of it. And it scared me so bad that I didn't use it. And so I ended up making about 2 or 3 videos and then I quit. Crazy. Quit is insane. But I did. What happened after that? Good question. My lashes are stuck to the top of my eyelids. Sorry. What happened after that? After I quit, I went on to do literally everything else that I wanted to do, that I thought I should be doing, that I thought would be more qualifying. Until I hit about 23. When I was 23, I realized, you know what, I really do want to make content and I would hate to be 50 years old and to not even have tried it. So I have to come back and I have to do it. So I started making content again. At that time, I had basically broken all of the supplies that I bought when I was 18. So, time to throw all that stuff away. I threw all that stuff away because it was 5 years prior. Something about the 5 number today is really getting to me. Oh my mercy. Jeez, 5 years prior. So I had to go and buy a whole bunch of new stuff. And when I did, I wanted to do the same thing and buy all this new equipment.
Yeah, you wouldn't do that. You're making smart decisions.
So I did. That's exactly what I did. I bought all this new equipment. Everything I did when I was 18, I did when I was 23. I didn't learn my lesson. I bought all this new equipment, but I was determined this time. I said I was going to fulfill it. I am going to make content. So I purchased all that stuff, and guess what?
You didn't do anything to make content.
I gotcha. No, I actually made content that time. Instead of 2 videos, I made about 5.
Yay!
Progress. I spent hundreds of dollars on a whole bunch of tech stuff, and I made about 7 videos in total now. Great. Amazing. Awesome. What happened after those 5 videos went up? Great question. I ended up
What'd you do? What did you say? You gave up? No.
quitting again. Yeah, I was like, you know what? Maybe this isn't for me. Content's a bit hard. Let's go back and try to actually find a career for your life. Understood. Oh, about 24 I was like, you know what? I gotta stop quitting. It's only been about 6 months. I can still do it. I got back in the game, and I used I didn't buy anything else this time. I used all the equipment I bought previously.
Yay.
I was able to get everything up and running. I had a little YouTube station, and I would I have been making videos a lot more consistently. And I thought that was so cool, because in the process of me making videos, even though I've only made about 7 videos over the past, I don't know, year and a half. I don't know. In that time, especially over the past 6 months, I started realizing there are tools that would help this process go a lot faster. And I was able to specialize my payments. I didn't have to go out of my way to purchase goods that I just thought were going to be helpful. But from the actual experience of making content, I learned that I would do better with some tools, some specific tools that I should go seek out and purchase. And that I did. Those things were like a light. I got a monitor to go on the back of my phone so I didn't have to look at myself, well, kind of like this, like that. That was really pivotal. I actually really loved having that piece of equipment. I got microphones, lavalier microphones, things like that, right? So I started purchasing specific things that were gonna help my journey. Because I was on the journey. I wasn't starting anymore, guys. I was on the journey, and it was so much fun to be able to experiment with these things that I now had and currently still have. Another thing I learned along the way was take care of your equipment. I'm learning that now. As I've been a good steward over the small things, right? Bible principle. As I've been a good steward over the small things, God has blessed me with some big things. And as I'm entering into my 25th year of life, I was blessed with a gift. My husband's coworker allowed me to borrow his DJI camera. Yeah, those $800 cameras? He let me borrow it. And that was such a big deal because, what do you mean? Now I have access to an $800 camera? I would have never bought this camera on my own, not without some YouTube monetization. You know how many watch hours you gotta get there and all that? I wasn't there yet, and I'm still not there. So I was gonna buy the camera. But guess what? I have the camera. That's so exciting. So now that I have this piece of equipment, I'm not gonna lie. If I would have bought this straight off the rip, I think I would have never used it. I would have ended up selling it. I would have ended up leaving it on the shelf because this thing is a little advanced for me. Mind you, I've been experimenting. I've been making content with my phone. I've been buying all this tech stuff to help and support the journey, but I've never actually had a camera, a camera outside of my phone. And so I'm a little nervous. I've had it for about a week and I really don't even want to touch it. but I brought it outside today with me to make some content. Now I'm here talking to you. I will leave you with this. As I'm entering my 25th year of life, my tip to you is to experience it. Enjoy the highs and the lows of learning a new skill. With that skill, don't feel the need to go and purchase a whole bunch of new equipment to be able to obtain the results that you want. But instead, put in the work. Put in the work. If I could look back at myself when I was 18 years old and I can give myself one piece of advice other than follow God, other than put Christ first in your life, right? Because like, I will always say that. Like, I will always say that. You know what I mean? Because like, I really could have got where I needed to go much faster if I would have done that. So that's number one, okay? But if I could give another piece of advice, it would truly be put in the work. That hobby, that skill, that career that you want to obtain, it's not going to happen overnight, and it's not going to happen by accident. It's going to happen because you were diligent over the small things. You were grateful for the things that you were blessed with. And you didn't go out of your way to create this facade of what you think a professional in that field would be doing. But instead, you would be doing what a professional in that field would be doing. Putting in the hours, the hard work, and the consistency that it takes to reach the epitome, the epitome, sure, the epitome of all that you want to be. I encourage you, don't be like me. Looking back now as a 25-year-old and thinking, I wish I would have done more. But then also be like me. If you are 25 or older or younger, let's do more. And let's do more together. Bye. I can record from a distance. See? And soon I'll have a microphone. But that's not today. That's gonna be a different day. Because it's not working right now. But it will eventually, because it's new tech. And that's important. Like I said, it's important. It's important to have new tech when you're making this kind of content.